Facebook's been really like an incredible way of staying connected with friends for me. When I travel, it's a really nice way to stay in touch with people that I've met briefly but didn't say I want to give my number to. It's also been a really fun way of spreading music. I'm a singer, and getting to share my music with friends and watching the I don't know, the snowball effect that it has, where it can get shared or liked and passed along to people that I've never met before. It's a really fun, enticing prospect. Choosing a Facebook profile picture. That is an underappreciated art form. It's a pretty serious process. I actually I narrow down to like 2 or 3, and then I do a little poll in my dorm room. Ask my roommate Michael, Robert, Joey, and other Mike, and we try and we do a voting process. It's pretty democratic, but then we end up with one winner. I have 237 likes on my profile picture.
About Facebook stalking. It's a great procrastination tool. It's a lot better than writing an essay or doing research.
So people who have 100 likes or more on their profile picture, I live with one of them in my house, my little sister. I sometimes think I take out my secret ounce of jealousy as, you know, a lot of just like speeches about how the virtual world doesn't actually matter that much.
As long as there's homework to do, the future of Facebook is strong.
I'm very proud that Facebook was started at Harvard. But, you know, I always thought that was such a mind-boggling concept that, like, the world's most important social network right now was started at Harvard. But I think, you know, having taken CS50 this past semester, it's not as shocking as it once was, because we all had to conclude our semesters with final projects. And, you know, everyone I knew came up with really, really innovative, creative, and well-executed ideas. So I think, you know, there's a lot of potential here, and I think that's something to be proud of in and of itself. And so, yeah, I mean, it's not that surprising anymore that Facebook is created here. So I actually think it's not that fair that colleges are now able to look at your Facebook profile, because I think, you know, back when people applied for colleges before Facebook, they were assessed on a certain, like, you know, set of criteria. And now that our social lives are becoming part of what you're assessed on, I think that's slightly unfair.
For the first couple of weeks, I was part of the Harvard 2017 Facebook group until I got really tired of the many notifications that we got. And then I stopped following it. So that's essentially it. I don't really know a lot of the Facebook celebrities, though I have heard about a lot of them and how frequently they post it. I don't think I would go as far as deactivating it, but I do have a couple of apps on my computer that allow me to essentially block out my access to Facebook.
How is Facebook useful in getting to know my roommates before they arrived? Well, that process tends to revolve around Facebook stalking, checking out photos, making sure everyone's normal. Yeah, we messaged each other, told each other about our majors and what we were bringing, and I guess it was helpful.
So the weirdest thing that happened in high school on Facebook was probably that senior year, because of the college process, we didn't want colleges to find out who we are, even though, like, this method actually doesn't really work. But so everyone changed their Facebook name to be something kind of punny on their name. So mine was, I'm loving it, like I'm loving it from McDonald's. It was pretty bad. But then for one day I was love it when you call me Big Papa. I'm not entirely sure what the future of Facebook is. I think it is potentially that there's not going to be much new content coming out, because I don't think they've had much content released recently. I think they're just going to keep trying to like change the formatting and the like page to make it more have better user interface, I guess.
I've never really thought about how likes correspond to a personality or social group. I suppose people with the most likes tend to have like the most friends, and they have friends who typically use Facebook a lot. I know not all of my friends do. So I don't know. I guess it is kind of an indicator of like how social a person is. The future of Facebook, I mean, judging from my friends who are there, I think it still has the potential to grow a lot. These are people who I think are the most innovative and brightest and most social people, and I think Facebook is doing a lot to bring in that very bright young potential, and I think because they focus so much on that and on attempting new things, that maybe, you know, it'll go through ups and downs, but I mean, Facebook has become an integral part of a billion people's lives, and I don't really see it going anywhere soon. Maybe the demographics will change, but I really can't see it fading into oblivion like some people have said it will. I think it's one of like the coolest things about being a CS major here, seeing as like Facebook was started here. It really makes you kind of feel like the possibilities are endless, that you are really capable of creating anything you want to, and maybe it won't be the next Facebook, but it's still really cool to think that you can create something that might touch the lives of many other people.
I definitely partake in Facebook stalking, but I don't think it's the best thing, because I know like if someone were to stalk me, they would not come away with like knowing much about who I really am. So it's probably not the best, but it's totally allowed. I think the fact that Facebook was started here at Harvard is like a really exciting thing, because any one of us could like do something like that in the future.